in Nigeria. Mania OCAB, AIT News, Abuja.
And the new director of the International Human Rights Housing Project, Edward Olotuke, says Nigerians need to be proactive in seeking solutions to the housing deficit in Nigeria rather than casting blames on the government. He made this known in Abuja at a media conference on the activities of International Human Rights Commission in Africa and the unveiling of the Commission's housing project.
Though there have been contradicting figures on the number of housing deficits in Nigeria, what has remained a challenge to both government and the private sector is the need to bridge the gap on the increasing housing problems in Nigeria. This is part of the reasons the International Human Rights Commission says it is working on the rights of Nigerians to own decent housing in Nigeria.
Africa is facing a lot, the pressure and the burden upon Africans. If you go to being homeless or being in IDP camps or even being refugees, you find that homelessness is a big problem.
The director of the new housing project, Edward Olutoke, says addressing housing problem in Nigeria needs collective efforts of all Nigerians.
If we're not careful in choosing the leader, the next leader of this country, you just discover that you do all this stress, you get the land, you build the houses, the man will come one day and say they should demolish. Say they should demolish. The houses should not be for poor people. So we need to look for the man who will have the passion of the people.
The International Human Rights Commission aims at protecting the human rights of people around the world and promoting the culture of peace among the nations.
Thank you so much.
Has Akudi, AIT News, Abuja.
And no fewer than 12 persons were reportedly killed in a clash between bandits and vigilantes in Zak community of Wase local government area of Plateau State, North Central Nigeria. A member of the community at Tuku Wase, who confirmed the development to AIT, said the incident occurred around 11 p.m. on Monday. Wase explained that the clash left 12 persons dead, out of which 9 were bandits, while 3 were vigilantes. A youth leader in the community, who does not want his name mentioned, also told AIT that some community members earlier cited the bandits coming on motorcycles in their numbers, but the bandits pretended to be on transit before the attack took place. When contacted, the spokesperson for the Operation Safe Haven, Major Ishaku Takwa, confirmed the incident but could not ascertain the casualty figure. He stressed that the commander and troops who repelled the attack have already moved to Gajin Bashar. Now, family, friends and colleagues of late former President, Nigerian Association of Women Journalists Lagos Chapter, Rahimat Mamodu, have gathered to pay her their last respect. Those at the night of tribute in Abuja said Nigeria and indeed women groups have lost a humanistic activist whose vacuum will be difficult to fill.
Gathered in this hall are family, friends and colleagues for a night of tribute to a woman many describe as a peaceful and a promoter of actualization of a great Nigeria.
Tajia Rahimat, she wants a world that there is justice, fairness and equity. And all who knew her, all through her life, you will find her in one association or one cause, pursuing one cause or the other.
She was one who motivated a lot of people. If you were feeling gloomy, whatever, you couldn't be around her and feel like that way, because she would wake you up. She would make you feel lively. She imparted life to a lot of people.
Her approach to challenges of life are some of the unique attributes that endeared Rahimat to many of our associates.
She was passionate about governance, passionate about a better Nigeria, passionate about the youth, passionate about gender issues.
You know, she's like a frontliner, you know, always, of everyone else, and always brimming with ideas.
For me, the ongoing tribute to her is to make sure that those things don't fail.
Almost 30 years of friendship, 30 years of sisterhood. 30 years of working together, come rain or shine.
Rahimat, among many national and international roles, was the president of the International Visitors Leadership Program, the U.S. Department of State Premier Professional Exchange Program Alumni Association in Nigeria. Until her death, she was the principal program officer, Human Security and Civil Society Organizations in the Department of Gender and Social Affairs at the ECOWAS Commission. Dimas Nanzeng, AIT News, Abuja.
And that's the world news on AIT. I am Premier Longchen. Many thanks for staying with us.